Good morning and welcome to Monday Moments with God. Today's scripture is Romans 8:28, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. Today's devotional is about the purpose in your pain. And with all the pain medications and ailment remedies, I think it's safe to say that no one likes to suffer. But the truth is, pain changes the way we think, move, and even pray. Take a minute to think about all the painful pieces of your life. I'll admit it can sometimes be hard to see how God could use pain for good. Yet over and over in the Bible, we see examples of God taking the darkest, most difficult situations and using them for his glory. We know the stories of Job, Joseph, David, and of course we know the story of Jesus, who demonstrated the ultimate example of purpose in pain. These examples show us that the purpose in pain is a message from God that is sent through us for others. In fact, pain teaches us in a way that nothing else can. When my daughter was a little girl, she asked me in the sweetest voice, "Mommy, what's pain?" And without hesitation, I grabbed her little hand and I popped it good and quickly said, "That's pain." Within seconds, my 4-year-old daughter understood that pain arrives out of nowhere and it shows up rapidly and suddenly, and it can sting for a long time. I share that story because sometimes we don't truly understand something until we have experienced it for ourselves. Now, unlike my illustration, pain doesn't just show up in our lives for no reason. When we experience pain, it's typically an indicator that something is not right and something needs to change. Think about the last time you had a toothache. I mean, a really bad toothache. And you were probably enjoying something tasty and sweet. And then out of nowhere, you feel a sensation that makes you grip your jaw. And if you've ever experienced a debilitating back pain, you know, the kind that makes you hunch over and it's difficult to walk, and the slightest movement triggers a spasm. Well, no matter what form it comes, the pain is real and it is there for a reason. Now, those were examples of physical pain, but let's look at emotional pain because this hurts us in a similar way. Many of us have experienced the pain of betrayal, loneliness, anger, and even grief. And it's been said that only those who've lost a mother, father, or a child can really understand what that loss feels like. It's an automatic membership in a club that no one wants to join. I was 20 when I lost my dad. And then 2 years later, at 22, I lost my mom. I didn't think the pain of losing my parents at such a young age would ever go away. But as we talk about purpose and pain, there are times when we recognize that our pain is there for a reason. Let's think about a bodybuilder. This is a person who welcomes discomfort. They welcome it because they lift weights regularly. This person will press through the pain because they understand what's needed to build muscle, endurance, and strength. They keep going and they keep pushing because they are reminded of the reward on the other side of their pain. That bodybuilder is in a category of their own because honestly, most of us, we don't welcome pain. And we certainly are not thinking about God's purpose for our pain while in the midst of the pain. And although the revelation of our pain is not always immediate or even obvious, but every one of our painful experiences makes us unique. And whether it's a childhood trauma or being bullied in high school or not finishing college, maybe you didn't get the promotion you were expecting or you were denied the house that you've been praying for. Pain comes in a variety of shapes, forms, and experiences. And because of your painful past, guess what, friend? You are qualified to give encouragement and hope when you encounter someone in pain. And although our painful experiences are different, our God is the same. So whatever your story, there's beauty and power in choosing to be transparent and vulnerable. All of our painful experiences, the physical and emotional ones, allow us to encourage others and comfort them on a level that few others can. The various experiences you've had in your life may seem irrelevant on their own, but together they are setting you up so that you can be used to glorify God. Because the purpose in pain, it's not about you. It is a message from God through us to others. So, friend, let this be a reminder that whenever you are experiencing a painful situation, you don't have to know how God will use your pain. Just know that He will. Know that God has a purpose for your pain that is planted inside of you. Pray for His guidance, read His word, and wait for Him to put all the painful pieces together. God bless you and be encouraged.